On the outside, the Swift sports a sleek and modern design. Suzuki have introduced a new Horizon design line that wraps around the vehicle, creating a sense of motion. Rounded shoulder lines give it a sporty edge, while the iconic Suzuki badge proudly sits at the front of the bonnet. Lower headlight positions and L-shaped daytime running lights not only enhance visibility, but also add a touch of sophistication. And check out those clear rear tailgate lights.
This is your Riverina Daily with Daniel Brewer for the 28th of April. Advocates are renewing a campaign calling for greater investment in young children's mental health, including across our region. Figures show 1 in 7 primary school aged children are experiencing mental health challenges, with youth mental illness surging 50% over the past 15 years. The CEO of Smiling Minds, Sarah LaRoche, says that leaves a significant gap in prevention and intervention at critical stage in life.
We want regional and remote communities to have access to mental health resources to ensure every child gets the help they need as early as possible. People can visit smilingmind.com.au to sign our open letter, and we will advocate on your behalf with politicians to make sure kids count this federal election.
Regional Development Australia has appointed a new chairperson for Hume and are on the search for new committee members. Anthony Thompson reports.
Brett Luxford has been appointed chair of Regional Development Australia Hume, one of 6 RDA committees working across Victoria to drive economic growth by connecting government, business and local communities. Applications for RDA committee member roles are now open and close at 5 p.m. Wednesday, April 30. For more information, visit rdv.vic.gov.au. Anthony Thompson, Ace Radio.
Many locals are struggling to put food on the table, with reports some are even being turned away from food relief services as rising demand overwhelms supply. Oz Harvest founder Ronnie Khan says that the food relief sector is in urgent need of stable, long-term funding to keep up.
We are asking our government to create a minister for food so that there's stronger governance around food relief, food insecurity.
Hundreds gathered across the region on Friday to mark Anzac Day, honouring the courage and sacrifice of Australian and New Zealand servicemen and women. Locals and visitors attended dawn services and commemorations throughout the day, reflecting on more than a century of tradition and remembrance. Organisers say the strong turnout shows the enduring significance of Anzac Day for the community and future generations. Enrolments are now open for prep students ahead of the 2026 Victorian school year. Sam College reports.
Deputy Premier and Minister for Education Ben Carroll has announced enrolment applications are open until Friday the 25th of July, giving families time to plan, visit schools and get the information they need to apply. Parents and carers will receive offer letters back by Friday the 8th of August, while applications submitted after Friday the 25th of July will be considered by schools as they are received. Sam College, Ace Radio.
Local cat owners may soon be under pressure to keep their furry friends indoors permanently. Submissions from 15 New South Wales councils have been made to a parliamentary inquiry into cat population management. Veterinarian Tim Hopkins says the proposal is worth considering, but it is a complex issue.
There are some benefits to free roaming in terms of behavioural enrichment and the quality of life of the cat, but there are certainly some major impacts on wildlife.
Yesterday marked the Workers' Memorial Day, the day that was about paying respects to workers who have lost their lives. More than 30 workers have lost their lives this year. Julia Whitford from the Australian Institute of Health and Safety says there's a real fear among workers that their jobs will be taken over by technology.
Workers' Memorial Day is also about warning of emerging trends taking a toll on workers, and this year the focus is on AI. AI monitoring software in particular is having an unprecedented impact on the mental health of workers who feel they're being constantly watched with only efficiency in mind, and there is a real fear that their jobs will be taken by technology.
As part of its advocating for a brighter tomorrow federal election advocacy campaign, Campaspe Shire Council has joined with other councils across the nation in calling on the next Australian government to restore local government financial assistance grants back to 1% of Commonwealth taxation revenue. Sam College reports.
Campaspe Shire Council Mayor Councillor Daniel Mackerel said councils have relied heavily on grants for many years, but the grants have declined by about 50% over the past 3 decades. A recent submission by the Australian Local Government Association to the inquiry into local government sustainability highlighted the critical need for adequate and secure funding to ensure councils can effectively plan and deliver essential services. Sam College, Ace Radio.
A man who was staying at an Echuca pub has allegedly sustained wounds after he confronted 2 intruders in the early hours of Anzac Day. Anthony Thompson reports.
A Victoria Police spokesperson has said that the victim sustained wounds to the face, also saying the two offenders were allegedly attempting to break into the Pakenham Street premises just before 3 a.m. The man did not require medical treatment and the alleged offenders fled the scene. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000 or submit a confidential online report. Anthony Thompson, Ace Radio.
Edward River Council is urging locals to take a look at the operational plan and budget, which is open to the public for consultation. Mayor Ash Hall says you can look at it through their website or obtain a hard copy.
Got the opportunity to kind of get onto our website. There's an interactive page there that you can make comment, or you can go into the offices and get a hard copy and drop your comments back into that. Yeah, delivery plan is basically over a 4-year period, so that it's listed what our outcomes and objectives are for over a 4-year period of the council term, and the operational plan and budget rolling for the 24-25 period, which is it's basically stiffing. I think we're looking at a revenue of around just under 40 million with an expenditure of 36 with about a $3.5 million SERP.
You can have a say till the 21st of May. Hundreds of locals and visitors have already pre-voted in this year's federal election, which is just days away. If you need to pre-vote, you can do that at the Deniliquin Town Hall from 8:30 till 5:30, while on Friday it's 8:30 till 6, and on Saturday it's open 8 till 6. St Mary's Parish Centre Echuca is also open today and tomorrow from 8:30 till 5:30, while on Friday the centre is open 8:30 till 6. You can find your closest voting centre. Head to aec.gov.au. Despite no decent rainfall in parts of our region, other parts of Victoria have welcomed some rain. Local farmer Scott Berger, who is currently harvesting his summer crops, says it was nice to receive the rain.
I think there was some definite worry out there because we got a little bit of rain a while ago, but we haven't really had a good rain since last harvest. So it's been sort of 5 months, I suppose. So definitely a bit of nervousness out there. But then we got in the sort of area my wife and I look after, so that Swan Hill had sort of 40 or 50 mils, Barram had 50. Lormean had between 40 and 50, but then you've only got to get to Deniliquin and only had 5. So it was a real sort of, there's a bit of a zone that I went to, which is good for us because that's probably where most of our clients are. But
Victoria Police have been left frustrated following Operation Compass. Emma Roberts reports.
There were 375 drink driving offences and 371 drivers returning a positive roadside drug test across the Easter and Anzac Day period. This includes 34 speeding offences, 10 disqualified or unlicensed drivers, and 6 drunk drivers from our region alone. Road Policing Assistant Commissioner Glenn Weir says the number of drivers detected drug and alcohol affected is completely unacceptable, adding that Victoria Police will continue to have zero tolerance for those who blatantly disregard safety on our roads. Emma Roberts, Ace Radio.
A number of local schools are set to benefit following the announcement by the Victorian Government, who will invest $17.3 million in upgraded classrooms and facilities. Natalie Anderson reports.
Deputy Premier and Minister for Education Ben Carroll announced that schools would share funding for the planned maintenance program. The program funds high-priority maintenance works across Victoria's government schools. The funding allows schools to undertake essential work in classrooms and other school buildings, such as fixing roofs, replacing windows, maintaining ramps, painting and resurfacing floors. Natalie Anderson, Ace Radio.
The New South Wales Government yesterday brought together agencies, motorcycle groups and other key stakeholders for a motorcycle safety roundtable. Last year there was an increase of 16 people who died either riding or as a passenger on a motorcycle when compared to 2023. New South Wales Roads Minister Jenny Atkinson said every death on our road is one too many.
It's very concerning that motorcyclists consistently make up between 15 and 23% of all fatalities on New South Wales roads.
New South Wales Police are urging drivers to take responsibility for their behaviour on the roads after 7 people lost their lives across the Anzac Day long weekend. Emma Roberts explains.
New South Wales Police from specialist areas supported the Traffic and Highway Patrol Command over the Anzac Day weekend with extended patrols across regional New South Wales. After 44 major crashes, 167 positive drug driving tests and 1,231 speed infringements in southern New South Wales alone, police are pleading with drivers to take more care. Minister for Police and Counter-Terrorism, Yasmin Catley, has said it's been a horror-long weekend with many lives lost on our roads. Emma Roberts, Ace Radio.
New rules from the Australian Communications and Media Authority are set to keep locals informed during major outages. Telcos must now notify customers if over 8,000 services go down in regional areas, or just 250 in remote parts of the country. Tech expert Trevor Long says that kind of communication is vital, especially in emergencies.
000 is the biggest problem that came out of the Optus outage. We found that there were hundreds of people who literally couldn't call 000, and the 000 network is meant to work no matter how your network's working.
We are being urged to nominate local heroes for this year's Victorian Volunteer Awards. Run in partnership with Volunteering Victoria, the awards honour outstanding volunteers and organisations across 8 categories. Dr. Susan Palmer, founder of Gather My Crew, winner of the 2024 Organisation of the Year, says the experience was extremely humbling.
Everyone in the room was there for the same reasons and had done so much to support their own communities, and they were just so incredible and inspiring to be in that room as well. So whether you win or lose, or even maybe if you're not nominated, turning up to that awards was an inspiration in itself.
Run at Chukamawema is back for 2025. The annual fundraising event, organised by Community Living and Respite Services, is dedicated to raising funds for the Opening Doors project. Through these projects, they build specialised homes for people with disability in the local community. The run takes participants through our beautiful region and caters for all ages and abilities, and this year also features the Finkel Moama Junior Bolt for the kids. Registrations are open from the 7th of May. Murray River Council is inviting the community to review and provide feedback on the Draft Moama Flood Risk Management Study and Plan, which is now on public exhibition. Sam College reports.
The draft plan provides a comprehensive approach to managing flood risk in Moama, recommending a range of actions including flood mitigation works, updates to development controls and improvements to local flood warning systems. The draft plan is the second stage of the Echuca Moama Turrumbary Flood Study and Risk Management Plan project, a collaborative effort between Campaspe and Murray River Councils, the Victorian North Central Catchment Management Authority and other stakeholders. Residents are encouraged to explore the full draft plan on Council's Your Say platform through their website. Sam College, Ace Radio.
A massive boost for tourism in Yarrawonga, with around 10,000 people turning out for the 3-day Yarrawonga Powerboat Spectacular and Fair. The event drew fans of all ages to witness elite powerboat racing at its finest. CEO of Yarrawonga Mulwala Tourism and Business, Nathan Bibby, says the event gave the region a massive economic boost.
It was a really positive atmosphere, particularly with families enjoying the environment. We had nearly up to 10,000 people there over the 3 days, and to see families, young people, right through the generations enjoying all the different spectacles happening around the foreshore. It was a great experience for all.
It is easier for locals to access out-of-hours healthcare at Kyabram District Health, as they are now open weekends and public holidays. The GP-led primary healthcare service opened mid-April and is now extending appointment availability. Chief Executive Officer of Kyabram District Health Service, Anne McAvoy, explains the service is a much-needed addition to the region.
This was an area of need defined by the Murray Primary Health Network. The Campaspe region was a significant area that, via their needs analysis, was identified as having limited access to primary health care out of hours.
We are being urged to walk 10,000 steps per day in the hope of brightening the mood of sick kids. Liam McCullough reports.
We are all being invited to participate in this year's Starlight Super Steps campaign. Raising much needed money for the Starlight Foundation, participants can select to walk either 6,000 or 10,000 steps per day across May. The charity's Evan Jackson says it's a win-win as participants get fit while doing good.
Even if it's just taking your dog for a walk, going for a stroll, you can even walk up and down Coles and Woolies. Each and every way that you take a step this May, you can go to support helping over 25,000 sick kids in hospitals.
Liam McCullough, Ace Radio.
The next stage of improvement works at Cobram's Thompson's Beach has begun this week. Emma Roberts reports.
Works at Kennedy Park began on Monday 28th of April and will include construction of more footpaths, all abilities car park near the toilet facilities, shade structures, park seating, public artwork, landscaping and upgraded bollards. Chair Administrator Dr. Graham Emerson, PSM, said the project will ensure Thompson's Beach continues to thrive as a much-loved destination for families, locals and tourists for years to come. Sections of the foreshore will be temporarily closed to the public during construction. Emma Roberts, Ace Radio.
Murray Football League Seniors results for round 4. Moama 6-9-45 defeated Finley 4-6-30. Liam Barrett kicking 2. Rumballara 15-11-101 defeated Tongala 13-11-89. Michael Mummery had a day out kicking 9. Cobram 17-14-116 defeated Echuca United 8-3-51. Jackson Trengrove and Will Irwin kicking 3 goals each. Mulwala 12-15-87 defeated Deniliquin Rams 6-7-43. Dylan McNamara, Cade Rowe and Charlie McKenna sharing the load with 2 goals each. And Kingupna 28-21-189 defeated Baruga 1 behind. Kyle Mueller kicking 10 goals. Goulburn Valley League Football Senior results for round 4 on Anzac Day. It was a 72-point win to Shepparton Swans over Tatura, 16-11-107 to 5-5-35. Liam Rochelle and Harper Simpson kicking 3 each. Seymour 16-11-107 defeated Euroa 8-11-59. Jack Murphy kicked 4. Kyabram 29-19-193 defeated Shepparton United 11-11-77. Riley Ironside kicked 7. Other winners were Rochester over Mansfield, Echuca defeated Benalla and Shepparton over Mooroopna. Goulburn Valley Netball results: Tatura 39 defeated Shepparton Swans 37. Charlotte Gray with 26 goals. Euroa 69 defeated Seymour 48. Olivia Morris with 54 goals. Shepparton United 59 defeated Kyabram 34. Hannah Onley with 31 goals. Echuca 50 defeated Benalla 34. Rose Byrne with 29 goals. Rochester 39 defeated Mansfield 35. Ava Neal with 23 goals. And Mooroopna 45 went down to Shepparton 56. Kimberley Border with 29 goals. Round 4 Murray League A-grade netball results: Moama 56 defeated Finley 30. Deniliquin Rams 41 defeated Mulwala 29. Rumballara 54 defeated Tongala 40. Kungupna 50 defeated Baruga 40. Echuca United 41 defeated Cobram 16. And Nathalia 37 defeated Newmerka 25. In B grade it was wins to Moama, Mulwala, Tongala, Kungupna, Echuca United and Newmerka. Tongala's Harley Reid's West Coast Eagles had another loss, going down to premiership favourites Hawthorn. Harley had 19 disposals, 7 kicks and 12 handballs and kicked 2 goals. Coach Andrew McWalter says he expects Reid to play in different positions in the coming weeks.
A bit of Harley's plan was to play a bit of forward all game, so he did it a bit in the first half as well. We're just building Harley's game out, so he'll probably do a bit of different positions as the weeks go on.
Not the start Deniliquin Wanderers were hoping for their 2025 Bendigo Amateur Soccer League season, going down 6-0 to Border Raiders FC at Moama. Jean-Claude Herman kicked 2 goals, while Jack Ryan and Cormac Dylan Cahill also slotted 1 past the keeper. The Wanderers take on Strathfield Say Colts United in round 2 on Sunday, while Border Raiders take on Golden City also on Sunday. The Deniliquin Auskick season kicks off on Sunday from 9 a.m, designed for young footballers aged 5 to 12. The 10-week program offers exciting game opportunities. Preschool and kindergarten aged children can join in skill-building drills led by experienced coaches, with the AFL endorsed program providing fun and modified gameplay tailored to younger participants. Round 5 in Goulburn Valley Football League reserves: Shepparton versus Echuca. Seymour take on Shepparton United. Shepparton Swans versus Rochester. Mooroopna versus Euroa, with one of those sides opening their account for 2025. Top of the table, Kyabram versus Mansfield in the match of the round, and Tatura versus Benalla, with one of those sides also opening their account. All matches getting underway from midday. Murray Football League reserve matches on Saturday: Baruga take on Mulwala. Rumballara versus Deniliquin Rams. Finley versus Nathalia. Echuca United are at home against Kingupna. Tongala versus Moama in the match of the round, where it's 3rd versus 4th, and Newmerka versus Cobram, with all matches commencing from 20 past 12. In B reserves netball for Goulburn Valley League: Mooroopna versus Euroa, that game getting underway from 9:15. Shepparton versus Echuca. Seymour versus Shepparton United is the match of the round, 2nd versus 1st. Shepparton Swans versus Rochester. Kyabram versus Mansfield and Tatura versus Benalla. Those matches getting underway from 11:45. Top of the table, Shepparton take on Echuca tomorrow afternoon in round 5 of Goulburn Valley League Seniors competition in what is the match of the round. Seymour play host to Shepparton United. Shepparton Swans are at home against Rochester. Mooroopna versus Euroa. Kyabram versus Mansfield and Tatura versus Benalla, with all matches getting underway from 2. Finley export Tom Hawkins is heading to Central Highlands League Club Beaufort following the Carlton draft on Wednesday night. Tom saying he enjoys heading back to local clubs.
Got a good understanding of local teams and clubs, hence going back to Finley and playing, so I don't know, I like the feel, the cultural feel to them.
Round 5 in Murray Football League, with all matches getting underway from 2. Baruga will be hoping to open their account when they take on Mulwala. Rumballara versus Deniliquin Rams. Finley take on Nathalia. Echuca United versus top of the table Kingupna. Tongala versus Moama, and Yamurka versus Cobram. That's the latest in local news and sport.
Unleash your vehicle's power beyond limits. Discover our exclusive range of Yuasa automotive batteries, engineered for unparalleled reliability and performance to power your journey like never before. Battery World. Power your passion.
102.5 Edge FM, your official emergency broadcaster. Edge FM weather.
Enjoy a day that has it all at the Echuca Racing Club. Visit countryracing.com/Echuca for upcoming events and tickets.
Your 4-day forecast for northern Victoria and southern Riverina. Firstly for Sunday, mostly sunny. The Friday, moderates and mild. Into Monday, mostly sunny and 26 degrees. The forecast for Tuesday, 27 and sunny. And into Wednesday, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a shower throughout the morning and afternoon. 23. For Sunday, Denny, Echuca and Moama 23 and Cobram 24.
Macca's new Tennessee barbecue range, now touring for a limited time.
It's 16 degrees currently.